It's been almost a week since major flooding began in the Northern Territory town of Katherine, the biggest in almost 30 years. Reporter James Elton is there.
Well, this flood disaster is wearing on for the people of Katherine. It's been almost a week since floodwaters peaked at just over 19 metres on Saturday night, making it the worst flood for this top-end town in almost 30 years. While the river has been receding, the emergency is ongoing in many ways. Many rural roads around Katherine are still significantly flooded. To give you some idea of the operational tempo that is still going on here, we spoke with a helicopter pilot yesterday who was responsible for a particularly spectacular rescue that was captured on video, where 2 people and a dog were rescued from raging floodwaters with the helicopter hovering just centimetres above the car. That helicopter pilot was telling us that the airspace is hectic around Katherine at the moment. There are a large number of helicopter companies here, and they do work in things like helicopter mustering, but also in the tourism industry. All of those helicopter pilots are out, delivering food to isolated households, isolated Aboriginal communities not far from here. For others, this is now turning into a recovery stage. There's been problems on that front. The government announced some time ago now that there would be disaster relief payments for people in Katherine. Those are available, but they're available in the form of a physical card that people have to go and pick up. And the wait times at some of those sites where the card is available have been extreme. People waiting for hours, eventually being turned away and having to come back a second day. There will be other forms of support payment as well, but there's a real growing sense of frustration that some of these supports have been so difficult to access. The other big question that a lot of people in Katherine have is they remember significant Australian Defence Force presence on the ground, both in the 1998 floods and the 2006 floods. Now, it's not to say that Defence hasn't been doing anything. Many Defence members have been volunteering in civilian clothing, and Defence was involved in sandbagging efforts right at the beginning of this flood. But most people I've spoken to around Katherine haven't seen the ADF, and that's in spite of the fact that we're right next to a huge RAF base, one of the most strategically important Air Force bases in the north of Australia. We asked the Federal Emergency Minister what's going on there, and she told us that the Northern Territory government has not requested personnel to assist in this flood recovery from that Tyndall RAF base. So we'll be continuing to follow that up with the Northern Territory government as this disaster approaches the 1-week mark.